You may be leaving money on the table without even realizing it. Most people think that in order to get rich, they need more money, more resources, or a big investment. But what if I told you that the key to wealth is already all around you? Yes, right in front of you. Many people waste incredible opportunities every day simply because they don't know how to use what they already have to build wealth. You may be making the same mistake right now. The secret to success isn't in what you don't have yet. It's in how you take advantage of what you do have. It could be a skill, a piece of knowledge, or even an old computer. What matters is knowing how to turn it into a real source of income. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, step by step. Stay with me until the end and discover how to turn what you already have into real wealth. Did you know that the key to creating wealth could be right in front of you, in the things you already have? Instead of constantly searching for more, perhaps the answer is to learn how to make better use of what you already have at your disposal. Many people fall into the trap of comparing themselves to others, feeling dissatisfied because they don't have what others have, and end up thinking that they need more resources, more opportunities, more tools. But in reality, what you need to achieve success is already around you. Sounds too simple? Believe me, it's this simplicity that often goes unnoticed. The secret is not in waiting for the perfect opportunity, but in making the most of what you already have. You don't need to have a lot of capital or a ton of resources to start creating wealth. A simple talent, a skill that you already master, or even that old computer that you have stored away can be the starting point for something great. What many don't realize is that the greatest entrepreneurs and successful people started with what they had and turned it into something much greater. They didn't wait for a perfect scenario to take action. Have you ever stopped to think about how different your life could be if you started now with what you already have? We often put off getting started because we think we need more, but the reality is that the first step begins with what is already within our reach. So why not do it? Instead of focusing on what is missing, start looking at what you already have, because that is where true wealth lies. Sometimes, all it takes is a new perspective to see the value hidden in the simplest things. Now, imagine what would be possible to create if you dedicated yourself to using what is within your reach in the best possible way. We are not talking about a big leap or a huge transformation right away, but a simple and continuous process. Today, I want to show you how you can create something incredible with what is already within your reach. It's time to stop waiting and start taking action with what you have now. Now that you know that wealth can be all around you, you may be asking yourself, but what exactly do I have? The answer is closer than you think. Often, what you need is already within your reach, but you may not have realized it yet. Let's start with something simple, like that old computer you have stored in the drawer. It may not be the most modern, but it still works, right? And that computer may be more than enough for you to start creating something valuable. Don't underestimate the power of what you already have. The camera on your cell phone, for example, has impressive quality. Many people have started creating content and generating wealth using only their cell phone camera. Who would have thought that something so simple could be the key to success for so many people? In addition, we can't forget about your own skills. Maybe you are excellent at something, but you haven't even thought of it as a way to generate income. Did you know that, with the right skill, you can turn any talent into a profitable business? Maybe you know how to cook, write, draw, organize events, or even be a good public speaker. These skills can be your ticket to a new journey. All you need to do is recognize their value and understand how to use them. In fact, the most successful people didn't start with great resources. They started with what they had and used it creatively. Sometimes the secret to success is starting with what you have, rather than waiting for something bigger or more expensive. All you need to do is recognize the potential of what's already around you and use it to the best of your ability. No matter how simple it is, anything can be transformed into something great. Sometimes the greatest wealth is not in what you have physically, but in what you know how to do. You may have a unique skill, something you have learned over the years that may seem ordinary to you, but to others it may be extremely valuable. The question is, have you ever stopped to think about your skills and how much they can be used? Maybe you are great in the kitchen, creating delicious and unique recipes. Maybe you have a talent for writing, drawing, or even teaching something you have learned throughout your life. No matter what your skill is, it has immense value. The key is to realize this value and, more importantly, learn how to turn it into a source of income. Many people underestimate their skills, thinking that they are not good enough or important enough. But in reality, what they have in their hands can be the key to success. Think of content creators, for example. They started out sharing their ideas and knowledge on the internet, often with simple resources, such as a cell phone and a good idea. Today, they are able to generate a significant income with what is, in essence, a skill they knew how to master. They didn't have a big budget, but they did have something valuable, knowledge and the ability to share it with the world. And you, what are you good at? It could be something simple, like organizing events, renovating a house, or even helping others with your digital skills. Did you know that there is a great demand for freelancers in areas such as graphic design, writing, video editing, and even social media management? All you need to do is identify your talent and start applying it creatively. Remember, often, the secret to generating wealth is transforming an ordinary skill into something extraordinary. If you like this content and are ready to put these tips into practice, don't forget to leave your like below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button now so you don't miss any new videos. Let's go on this journey towards success together. Many people have great talents and products, but they forget about one crucial factor for success: connections. Having a great idea or skill is just the first step. If you don't know how to connect with the world, your talent can go unnoticed. And that's where the internet comes in as a powerful tool. We live in an era where the possibilities for connecting with others are practically endless. The good news is that you don't have to wait for a big opportunity to show off what you've got. Social media and online platforms allow you to connect with the world quickly and effectively. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and even freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr give you the chance to showcase your skills and products, reach a global audience, and maybe even find your first clients. If you're not already taking advantage of these platforms, you may be missing out on the chance to connect with the right people. The internet has removed physical barriers and opened up the world to you. The opportunity to showcase what you have to offer has never been so accessible. Now, the question is, how are you going to use it? When you start interacting and connecting with the right people, doors start to open. Connecting with a client, business partner, or even a mentor can be the first step to turning what you already have into something great. Also, don't limit yourself to just local opportunities. In the digital world, opportunities are global. This means you can reach people anywhere on the planet and find demand for your product or service. The key is to be proactive. Don't wait for opportunities to present themselves. Go after them and build a network of contacts that can fuel your growth. Now that you've realized the value of what you have at your disposal, the next step is to invest in what you already have around you. But don't worry, investing doesn't mean spending large amounts of money. In fact, one of the biggest investments you can make is in your time, your learning, and improving the resources you already have. For example, maybe your computer needs an upgrade, or you need to learn more about digital marketing to boost your business. Investing can also be the time you dedicate to learning new skills, or even buying a course or tutorial that can add more knowledge to your work. Investing in what you already have is about making the resources you have even more powerful and effective. Think of a beginner entrepreneur who starts with a limited budget. Instead of spending money on superfluous things, he decides to invest in a good SEO course or in tools that improve the performance of his website. Over time, these small improvements accumulate and the return on investment begins to appear. Business growth comes largely from these strategic decisions to invest in your own improvement and in the tools you already have. Sometimes the initial investment may be small, but the impact over time can be transformative. It's not about spending a fortune, but about applying what you have at your disposal intelligently to maximize your results. The secret is to understand that, even with limited resources, what you do with them can determine your success. Remember, every investment you make in your personal and professional growth will have a return, as long as it is done wisely. As you invest in yourself and the resources around you, a transformation begins to take place. What once seemed limited or insignificant begins to multiply. Those talents or tools that you once took for granted can now be used strategically, creating opportunities that once seemed distant. The key to wealth is not just in what you have, but in how you grow what is already in your hands. The journey of transformation is an ongoing process. At first, everything may seem small or even uncertain. But as you invest time, effort, and resources in improving your skills and tools, the path to success begins to take shape. What once seemed like just an idea can become a real project and, over time, a significant source of income. The secret is to persist, even when the results do not appear immediately. Make no mistake, true wealth does not come from luck, nor from something that others do not have. True wealth is the fruit of the intelligent use of what you already have. This includes your creativity, your skills, your time, and even your perseverance. Rather than waiting for the perfect moment, true transformation begins when you take action, even if the first steps are small. The good news is that over time, your resources begin to multiply. Your first project may not be perfect, but it's important to take the first step. Each small success adds up, creating a solid foundation for something bigger. What once seemed impossible now becomes a reality within your reach. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Create your own opportunity right now. Now that you know the secret to creating wealth from what you already have, the question is, what are you waiting for to get started? Often the biggest barrier to success is in our own minds. We wait for the perfect opportunity, but the truth is that the best opportunity is the one you create. And it starts today with what you already have around you. The key to wealth is not in what you don't have, but in what you do with the resources that are already at your disposal. It could be your time, your skills, or even that old computer you've been saving. The key is to look at what you already have with fresh eyes and understand how you can use it to create value. You may need to take the first step, whether it's starting a new project, investing in your knowledge, or simply sharing your ideas with the world. Don't wait for external change. Real change starts within you, with the decision to act now. Remember, the journey to wealth is not made up of big leaps, but of small steps taken every day. By investing in what you already have and taking consistent action, you will begin to see results. The first step may seem small, but it is the one that will lead you to success. It doesn't matter where you are now. What matters is where you decide to go. So, if you haven't started yet, start today. Wealth is not something that comes from outside, but rather from what you do with the resources you already have. The first step is always the hardest, but it is also the most important. So don't wait any longer. Start now, and the wealth you desire may be closer than you think. Did you like this video? Then leave your like and share it with your friends. And if you want to continue receiving tips and insights like this, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to be notified whenever new videos are aired. Let's grow together, step by step. Now you understand. Wealth is not in what you lack, but in what you already have. Great entrepreneurs started exactly this way, valuing their resources, using their skills, and seeing opportunities where no one else did. The difference between those who achieve success and those who remain stuck in the same place is not luck or money, but attitude. And now it's your turn. Stop and look around you. What do you already have that could be the first step towards your transformation? Your talent, your knowledge, your connections. Everything can be a powerful asset if you know how to use them. And the best part? You don't have to wait another day or even another minute. The path is right in front of you. The only thing missing is your decision to start. If you want to create wealth, monetize your skills, and truly change your life, don't put off this step any longer. The opportunity you've been waiting for is already here. So let's go together? Click now and start this journey towards success. Your future starts today.